Danny Gaffon for Boxing News. Delighted to be joined by two-time world champion Joe Cordina. Joe, you're back in the ring. Been a bit of a while. You must be buzzing.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's been just over a year, so yeah, I'm looking forward to a new weight. Well, back at my original weight, lightweight, and yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back in the ring.
We'll come on to the fight itself, but I watched a bit of the Matchroom shoulder programme, and now you're back training with Gary Lockett, and you talked a bit how about it's the first time in a while, training's not felt like a chore, you're close to your family. Just could you elaborate a bit on that for me and the difference that's made in preparation for this fight?
Yeah, I'm a lot more happier, but before I was training in Essex, and I was going back from training, sitting on my own for hours on end, and then having to go back to the gym, and it's just like a slug getting myself up to go into the gym. So even though I loved it, but I think me taking myself away was for the simple reason is I didn't want distractions, and but I think now me being at home, I'm able to put them distractions aside. I ain't got to worry about it now. Me going home from training around the boys, training around in my area, my local area, and being able to leave the gym, go home, see my kids, take them off the bed or watch them go to bed, wake up in the morning, see them off to school. These are all the things that keep me happy and yeah, keep me motivated, because I'm seeing it all the time. When I was in Essex, it was difficult because I go away for 2 to 3 weeks at a time, only see him for 2-3 days on a weekend, and really and truly I got to train on a Saturday twice, and I miss him most of the day, so I only see him on a Sunday, and I play golf or go to church on a Sunday, so I was always missing the time with him, and now I'm home, I'm just happy, and like that saying, they say it's a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter. And I'm just looking forward to getting in there Saturday and at my new weight. And I say my new weight is my original weight, what I should have been at from the start, and just built into it. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to Saturday.
Yeah, you talk about the difference that happiness and that being content makes. You had a bit of a sour patch between yourselves and Matchroom. Obviously, I think if I recall correctly, the communication around the Shakur Stevenson fight thrown through wasn't the best, and there was a few other things, but everything's all mended now and we're all friends again.
Yeah, it was always good. I was never not friends, it was just the communication. But I'm managing myself now, so if things need to be worked out, it's got to come through me. So yeah, so I know where I am. I'm not taking second-hand, third-hand information, and I'm running with myself. So and I've got people like Gary and my agent Ian Bird alongside to help if need be. So yeah, but I know where I'm at all times now.
As you've alluded to a couple of times, Joe, you're back up to lightweight. Just talk to me a bit about how difficult that cut, the super featherweight, was becoming, and are there any regrets maybe about not making the move up a bit sooner?
Originally I wanted to move up after Rakimov, because I knew that was probably the one that I knew my time was coming to an end at that weight. But whenever we had one more, and then it's like one more, and you go until the wheels fall off. But yeah, I wish I did, but it's done. We can't change anything. We just keep moving forward, and yeah, we just gotta pick up where we left off, really, and make sure I become a 3-time 2-weight world champion.
You're in there with Jared Quiroz. Now, these unheralded Mexicans have had a habit recently of coming over and spoiling the party. We saw it very recently with Galal Yafai. Now, it's a fight you're expected to come through in, you're the favourite in, but I don't know, like from a fighter's perspective, maybe a UK fighter's, when you see that Mexican flag next to him, do you think, you know what, I'm not being the next to be added to this list?
Nah, I don't really look at it like that. He got 2 arms, 2 legs, and he bleeds the same as me. So regardless of what have happened in the past, they've come over, and if people take the Mexicans lightly, or any fighter lightly, they might come unstuck. So for me, I never take a fighter lightly, regardless of whether it's record or this, that and the other. But he's got 17 wins, 1 loss and 13 knockouts, so I know he's dangerous. That's why I got sent a few names, a few records, and he's the one I picked, because I know them 13 knockouts, I'm going to be switched on. So I chose him. I want to fight him. So I know he's dangerous. But so am I. I can dig. And my level of opponents have been a lot higher than his. But listen, it's all good saying this, that and the other. On the night then, we'll see.
You'll be fully focused, of course, at the task at hand, but I wonder, have there been any conversations about maybe the route you'd like to go down? Lightweight's a bit of a division in transition at the moment. You've got Lomachenko's just retired, Keishon's going to move up, so that's freed up 2 of the belts. I'm sure a part of you would love to revisit that fight with Shakur Stevenson, of course, still a champion. Any preference on what path you'd like to take, or has that been discussed or thought about?
No, obviously I'm fighting for a WBO global, so that gets me higher in the rankings with the WBO. But yeah, it don't really matter who it is. I just want to fight for a world title. I want to get my chances to fight for a world title, and I believe I can win a world title at this weight as well. My talent, I've been in with a lot of fighters, in the sense of sparring, fighting. I've been in with a lot and experienced a lot. I'm well seasoned in the sport, so for me, I know what I'm capable of, and I know I can win a world title at lightweight.
Now, when Joe Calzaghe boxed Bernard Hopkins at light heavyweight, it was just the Ring magazine title on the line. So should you go on to become a world champion at lightweight, you'll be the first ever, the only ever two-weight Welsh world champion. Bit of history there, not that you would need any motivation. I think you still got plenty of that left, but how amazing would that be to etch yourself in the history of Welsh boxing? Yeah,
that'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Obviously, I was having a conversation the other day, and they asked me about it. But yeah, that'd be great. Obviously, Joe Calzaghe is one in a generation. Well, I say one. You got the likes of Floyd Mayweather. He retired undefeated. So yeah, and they were involved in massive fights along their career. So yeah, for me to be alongside Joe Calzaghe, especially in Welsh boxing, in British boxing, that'd be great.
Just last question, Joe, because there's plenty of media waiting to speak to you. When you're 33 years of age and you've had the inactivity and you're coming off of defeat, there will be people, and I'm not sure, maybe you've seen on social media, the people saying, what version of Joe Cordina's left up and weight. How much is that fuel to the fire, because you're the one who's working behind the scenes with Gara? You feel as if you're probably coming into a new rejuvenated stage of his career. Does that questions and those doubts, does that add motivation?
Nah, not really. I don't really look at it. It's what you got to remember is, especially sport fans. I say especially sport. You got sport fans, then you got boxing fans, and there's a lot of boxing fans that are fickle. And you'll see it all the time on social media. But I don't really look at it. I don't like Twitter because it's just full of idiots. The only thing I'll go on is Instagram. It's only so I can have a little pose and post on myself. But yeah, other than that, I'm not interested in what people say. I know what I'm capable of, and if I have an inkling of me slipping at any point, then I know it's time to call it a day. I want to retire from boxing. I don't want boxing to retire me. So yeah, I'm looking. Most of all, I'm just looking forward to Saturday to show everyone what me and Gary's been working on.
Joe, really grateful for the time, really looking forward to seeing you back in the ring Saturday, and yeah, all the best. Cheers, pal.